Hey up racers, Darren here, and after the last video which highlighted some of the upgrades that I've made to the Mardave V12 so far, which was all the electronics and servo and speedo and those sort of things, I went back racing at Burton Buggy Club, which would have been around about the end of March, for the second ever race of me with the Mardave, and we got on okay. I wouldn't say it was particularly great. Predominantly I'm trying to improve my driving and I'm not very good, and that showed. I was put in with the novices with the GT12s, and then I mean they've got weeks and weeks, probably months of more experience than I ever have. But anyway, it was all about trying to get more track time in to improve and get used to the car and get better at my driving skills really. The car performed absolutely fine, no issues with it whatsoever. I do believe some of my settings still need some significant adjustments. If you're interested, I managed to get one of the heats recorded and the final, and you'll see just how slow and poor my driving is. It's very much lots of zigzagging really, that's how it felt. But all in, that night at Burton Buggy Club in March for me was a great success. I must admit the whole atmosphere on the night was brilliant. There was loads of chatting, loads of banter, so I did enjoy that night at Burton Buggy Club. And then I decided to join in at the Derby Club for my third race. Derby Club's got a slightly different layout. I did a video a couple of weeks ago about just a visit that I did there, and their club is very much truly a club event. There's not quite as much of a competitive feel to it. Lots of laughing. I got entered with the minis, which was quite a surprise because I wanted to end up in the novices really, but he put me with the minis, which was a huge laugh. I was with Dan, he got his LM GT3, and after the second race I think he had to retire because Kevin, one of the racers in the mini, caught the back end of his LM GT3 and snapped the rear axle, which was the end of his race night, which was a shame. However, focusing on where I was at with it, I did, for that race at Derby, I wanted to make some adjustments to the radio gear in advance. So what I did is I changed how the steering has its endpoint, so how much the steering cranks over. And what it was, Dan had said to me when he was looking at my trims and such, he said, you've got a lot of steering, how much it cranks over. And I thought, oh, that's interesting then. So what I did is I think that's called endpoints. And I changed those, so it means that the steering didn't go as far over when you turn it. And I think that's going to help me. So that was trial night at Derby. I also changed how the speed controller works from the transmitter. Try and describe that. You can change the power curve and how much the power comes in. So it has this wave. You can have it, so you can have it where you push forwards and it's quite quick to respond and it almost wheel spins and off, like the power delivery is quite quick, or you can slow it right down so the power kind of comes on progressively. And that's what I decided to do with my speed, and I also knocked it back to 80% instead of 100%, and I think for some reason it goes up to 120 on the transmitter, but we've not tried that yet. So I kept it at 80. I kept the power curve quite low, which meant out of a corner it's a lot less quick to pick up, which I felt maybe it'll help me just to get, perhaps not be quite so snatchy out of the bends. Experimenting that, I think, actually helped me. So the endpoints on the steering helped me because it didn't snatch and didn't do lots of zigzagging because it was just a bit too quick to respond. That was loads better, that was. It helped with my whole driving experience on round 3. We did 4 heats on the night. Derby doesn't have a final race, it's just another heat, so you don't end up with pole positions, you just end up with the fastest lap timer just goes off first. I thoroughly enjoyed Derby. There was a whole load of laughter, lots of accidents, because I think we had 7 cars in the race, so it was pretty chaotic. And while I don't in any way keep up with other drivers, I think most of them are on at least 16 laps up to about 20. I'm hovering at around about 12 laps, so you can see I've got a long way to go before we get competitive with the other racers. So that was race number 2, race number 3, one at Burton Buggy Club, one at Derby Buggy Club. I think my settings finally are starting to pay off and getting used to the Mardave. If you like a little bit of car racing without me talking over the top of it, I'll put those on now. I'll put my 2 finals in, one from Burton, one from Derby. See what you think. Have a few minutes to watch some cars going round a track. Thanks for watching. If you can, why not have a go at radio control car racing? It's a whole lot of fun, and I'll see you on the next one.
One, 2, 4, 5, 3, 6, 7. The running order at 2 minutes is 4, 5, 2, 3, 6, 7, 1. The winning order at 4 minutes is 4, 5, 2, 3, 6, 7, 1. 4, 5, 3, 2, 6, 7. Race over. The finishing order is 4, 5, 2, 3, 6, 7, 1.